Today we are implementing a 4 to 1 multiplexer using 2 to 1 multiplexers and 1 OR gate. So now in last lecture we discussed the working and designing of 4 to 1 multiplexer as a whole. But now we are implementing same multiplexer, that is 4 to 1, but we are making use of 2 to 1 multiplexers. So not a single chip for a multiplexer, instead of we are making 2 to 1 multiplexers. So obviously to implement it we need, because 2 to 1 multiplexers means it can take 2 inputs, but we want 4 inputs. So obviously we have to make use of 2 multiplexers. So 2 to 1 multiplexer 1, and the second also 2 to 1 multiplexer, so as to make a number of inputs 4. So we make the number of inputs as 4, I0, I1, these 2 inputs, these are 2 inputs, I2 and I3, so 4 inputs. Now if it is having 2 inputs, then obviously it must be having 1 selection line. It also having 2 inputs, so again 2 selection lines, and we are actually now joining these 2 selection lines, and we are naming it as a S node. We also require 1 OR gate, because this is the output, and suppose this is Y1 and this is Y2, and 1 OR gate. And this is the output Y. Okay, so in last lectures we have the knowledge about the multiplexer with an enable signal. At that time we told you that enable signal is used for cascading of multiplexers, means when we are making use of 2 or more multiplexers. So to activate a multiplexer at a given time we make use of enable signal. Now that enable signal we are making use of that over here. So this is the main part. So say for example, now I am taking this as a enable. Same way I can also take this as enable, en and en, enable. This is one signal S1 which we will join with the enable. For one multiplexer we are joining it as it is, but because only one of these 2 multiplexers will be activated at a given time, so for the second we are joining it through a inverter. So now you understood that what is the role of enable, means at a given time either this multiplexer will be activated or this multiplexer will be activated, but not both. So we will having its truth table. We will show you through the help of a truth table. Say for example case 1, when S1 is equal to 0, so means this is S1. When this is 0, here it becomes 0, so it does not activate, and this 0 when passes through this inverter. So the multiplexer, say for example this is multiplexer 1 and this is multiplexer 2. So when S1 is equal to 0, then multiplexer 1 will be activated and mux 2 will be deactivated. So if it is activated mux 1, then we have to see what are the values for S0. So when S0 is equal to 0, then I node will be directed as output, and when S node is equal to 1, then I1 will be directed as output. This is case 1. Now case 2. This is case 1 when S1 is equal to 0. Now case 2 is when S1 is equal to 1. In this case it will become 0. So then multiplexer 1 will be deactivated and mux 2 will be activated. So again now we have to check the value of S node. When S node is equal to 0, then obviously I2 will be directed as output through Y2. Here through Y1, and this also through Y1. So when S node is equal to 1, then obviously I3 will be directed as output through Y2, and finally the OR gate will yield the output Y. So when Y2 we get, this won't be having any value, so the output will be decided by the factor of Y2, and in case 1 the output Y will be decided by the factor of Y1. So now the truth table based upon all these cases. When S1 is equal to, and say for example this is S node, when S1 is equal to 0 and S node is equal to 0, say for example these are the outputs. So when 0 0, then I node will be output from Y1, and then it will be directed as a final output Y, obviously. When 0 1, 0, 1 means I1. So this is for S1 is equal to 0. Now when S1 is equal to 1 and S0 is equal to 0, then I2 will be directed as output, obviously through Y2. And when S0 is equal to 1 and S0 also equal to 1, then I3 will be directed as a output. Okay. So if we attach one another column, and this is the output from OR gate, then we can say Y is equal to I0, Y is equal to I1, Y is equal to I2, and Y is equal to I3. So these are the outputs from Y1 or Y2. Means either Y1 or Y2, but this is the final output. These are the outputs from MUX1 and MUX2. So this is the truth table of implementing a 4-to-1 multiplexer using, so we are making use of 2-to-1 multiplexers and 1 OR gate. Okay, this is all about implementation and cascading of multiplexers. In next lecture we will also discuss one example of cascading, wherein we are designing a 8-to-1 multiplexer using some multiplexers that we will discuss in the next class.